Excuse the bed hair. It's a new week. I'm not battling still. We're reaching 34th day. There's a lot of scaremongering going on in the news and people kicking off and like, seriously. So this morning, my dad couldn't wait to get out the house. Wait. We were gone by 9 o'clock on his day off. And I know I should be over this now, and normally I say it doesn't bother me. It grates me rather than bothers me. But, big buts, my butt, big butt. Right, I slept for 2 hours in the afternoon yesterday because I was struggling. I'm not scared to admit it. I am battling migraines every single day. Is there anything I could do? No. Have I spoke to the doctor? Yes. I mean, there is stuff I can do. I can take migraine relief using the Tesco one. It's not bad, but it's not great. Cool and Soothe head strips. Again, it doesn't stop the pain. It knocks it a bit. But yeah, couldn't wait to get out of the house this morning. Get to my sister's. To help her out. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with her. She's got 2 kids. We chose to have 2 kids. One is at school. Unless the school's shut. But yeah, and I'm just like... So I get a message. Half an hour? Okay. 11 now. I was still in my pyjamas. I was still in between 2 fans. Because the longer I stay here, the less my rechargeable fan has to do work. So anyway, get a message going, you'll be glad to know you've got me for company tomorrow. This from my dad. They've told us not going to go into it now. My dad had already decided to go by car because they're cancelling all the trains. So yeah, I would literally go to message back and I'm like, I stopped because I am ranting now, but I have been so positive recently that I am not going to stoop down to that level. Because, do you know what? The only person that's going to bother at the end of the day is me. My dad's not going to give a shit. My dad's going to carry on doing what he wants to do. My mum might not be going to my sister's tomorrow because of the heat. My dad has gone. We'll be there for hours. And I went to Tesco's. But my ankles are swollen. We've got metal plates in, and what does metal do? When it gets hot, it expands. That's why they've cancelled all the trains, because the tracks aren't safe. So yeah, it's kind of just like kicking the gonads. It's like, yeah, it's okay for people when they've got no one else, or yeah. What my dad also doesn't realise, and it's my grandpa's anniversary tomorrow. My dad has no idea. My sister and brother have no idea. I do. So hard. I'm not going to tell my dad. I've already composed videos, memories of my grandpa. And yeah, 23 years. And I know people think, well, Why does it bother you so much? Why this? Why that? I don't know. I honestly do not know. I can't answer those questions. I had therapy about it. Yep. 23 years. The one thing I know, I didn't have closure. Yes, I heard. I rolled those tears. I didn't have closure because he didn't have a funeral. I have no full answers around his death. I know he came off dialysis, but my dad can't tell me why he came off dialysis. Was the chats around him coming off dialysis? My dad can't tell me. Was he poorly, or was it the fact that he came off dialysis? My dad can't tell me. I remember him going into hospital. That's all I remember. And then going to see him at the thingy of rest. Basically the funeral home. We didn't have a funeral. And I've made it a thing where when it's someone's like birthday, anniversary, death, whatever, do like a makeup look of their favourite colour or what have you. No one knows. So I can't even do that. No one knows at all. My auntie has an inkling it might be blue, but that's only the slightest of inkling, as if she had to pick a colour, that's what it'd be, but not. So I was hoping tomorrow I'd have a day on my own where I can still do what I was gonna do, but it's just not the same. It will not be on my own. I mean, I've got ex who's dying to get back with me. He was like, I'll come and sit with you for a day. No, I know what you want. So yeah, I'm just kind of like, I mean, am I missing a point or something? Am I just being fake? But like, offices have aircon. My dad's office has no windows, has aircon. So I get it with the kids not having to go into school and what have you. Obviously my dad still has to work, he has to work from home. But the travel's an hour. Car. I know that on the news it's like red alert. Don't go out unless you need to. Don't do this, don't do that, don't do the other. But people pay, families are paying like over $1,000 or whatever to go on holiday to have these kind of temperatures. So other countries cope. Other countries make goddamn a lot of money from these temperatures. So what's the issue? Maybe I'm alone on this, but are they shutting like Spain schools because of the heat over there? And do we just not hear about it? I'm just full of ifs and buts and coconuts, to be honest. But anyway, we've got a therapy course in a couple of hours. 2 hours. So I'm going to get on. That's my rant for hopefully the week. So yeah, my dad said Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but no jobs can be done because he will be working. And then Friday's at my dad's, Saturday we played cricket. Yesterday he did no jobs at all. Probably did his own washing, so we'll see what next Sunday entails. I might not do much this week because I might be in a ranty mood. Who knows? So there's not much to go in the vlog this week because I've just felt shocking. The temperatures this week, we've hit records. We've had like 100 Fahrenheit. It's just ridiculous. And although past summers have been cooler, I've been fine. This summer it's just, I mean, we were forecast thunderstorms last night and I wish they'd have come because it might have just like reset everything. But I've had 3 nights without a duvet now. I like my duvet. So yeah, it's just set everything off. My head's been banging, I've had migraines. It's just been one thing after another. And those who have followed me just know that I like routine. And I hate it when plans change. And even now I've got a 24-hour warning. It's still affected me. So my dad's manager says don't come into work. Stay at home. Because he has to travel. There's 2 offices and we're like in the middle of 2. So it's Nottingham or Leeds. Trains were cancelled because all the railway lines have swelled up and what have you. So I had 24-hour warning. He told me as soon as he knew, but I was still up. And because it was just the same day as my granddad's anniversary, I'd planned being able to be in the house on my own and just do. Because I never cope. And I think this year was worse because I've been non-stop poorly for like 2 weeks. So it's just like that I was fed up. It was on the hottest day of the year ever. So it was just like a combination of a lot of stuff. I think I spent 2 hours out of my room. My head just was in a place where I don't want to be around humans. I don't want to hear anyone breathing. So I literally went downstairs, this was on Tuesday, went downstairs, had something to eat, did a pasta salad, burnt the pan. Then came back upstairs and just basically let myself in. And Dad was like, you're going back downstairs? I was like, no. And he just went, he knew because I've had no music on, nothing. And he was like, if you need anything, let me know. Yesterday I woke up a bit better. I was still like the heat. I went downstairs in the chuffy and crop top and knickers. I did take some shorts down with me. I was just like, my bedroom's like a chuffing sauna. But it's my safety place. So my dad took this fan downstairs, put it in front of my sofa, like literally like half a metre in front of my sofa. So it was cooler downstairs, so I spent the day downstairs yesterday, scheduling posts and just interacting, getting the social media back and what have you. And then he got me, so my foot, I even know, it's not as swollen as it feels more swollen than it is, but the circulation's just not there. So I did some ice stuff for it yesterday. Well, it came yesterday. And then, what did I do after that? Yeah, my dad did me some, I did a big batch of pasta salad. So and he was like, do you want any lettuce with this? Do you want it? And I just literally want that. And so I had that, and then eventually went back upstairs. But I walked to my room and I was like, poof. But we have leather sofas. They're so old, it's untrue. But I'd have slept downstairs because it's cooler. If they were more comfortable, like 2-seater, leather, this weather, no. Girl was sticking to it. But I slept better last night because it was like 10 degrees cooler overnight. It's raining a bit today, but not enough to take stuff outside. I said to Dad, could I take some shampoo outside and have a shower outside? Hey, got to save the water bill. That's going to go up. My Dad was like, don't think there's that much rain. I was like, bitch. But yeah, apart from that, it's pretty shit. Tired. Meh. Like, the way I can describe it is a normal person feeling the heat and they're moaning at the moment. Times that by 3 and you're close to how fibro affects people. Like my old manager that actually gave me my only proper job, she's just been diagnosed with fibro, like literally before summer started. And she's handled heat. I mean, I've known her since 2005, when I got my job, so we're nearly 20 years. She's always out in the sun, always active, no problem. And then she put a post on yesterday and was just like, I am always fine in the sun, but with this fibro it's knocked me. It will do. It's because we can't control our own body temperatures. So with fibro people, with normal people, they can, their own body regulate so it can make them feel cooler. Ours doesn't at all. Like my dad said today, oh, it's chilly downstairs today in London. Like this is summer worse today. I'm feeling different. I mean, I might do when I get out of this room, but I'm gonna do some, not creative look, but I'm gonna do a full face of makeup because I feel like it, and I want to, but not on a live because Facebook's being a dick at the moment, and it's not worth my energy. And this way, if I do it off a live, I can take my time with it, and I can make it last all day if I need to. Whereas on a live, it's like constant. Oh yeah. That's what we're doing today. It's Thursday already. What's this week up? We've got bed hair. So, yesterday was really bad. Didn't vlog. My days are mixed up. I thought Thursday was Friday, so yesterday I was just all confused in everything. I thought I hadn't taken my Thursday night's meds, but I took Friday night's meds instead of the Thursday. Don't ask. It's just been one of those weeks. So, yesterday I was just all emotional, all hate in the world, basically. fighting for my health to be protected. And I will explain that. Obviously I have control over my health, but because I live with someone. This is my dad. Let's not spread any rumours. I'm still single. My sister's got COVID again. I mean, she works in a hospital, and I think it's changed so many times, but I think her ward, she's a clinical person, so she's actually a nurse, but her ward gets changed into a COVID ward if there's an overflow. So, yeah, she's got COVID again. She messaged my dad on Thursday night. So I was doing a live taking off my makeup on Thursday. So my dad messaged me, was like, "Are you still on live?" I was like, "What's up with it?" I was like, "Why do you want me?" Thinking, we walked downstairs to walk back upstairs to know me. Because my ankle's just still having its own pissy party. So he came up and he was like, "Your sister's got COVID again." I'm like, right? So I know what that means. Be all over like a ton of bricks. And she's like, her in-laws, who normally have the kids on the Friday while my sister's work. Obviously, my sister doesn't have to self-isolate, but is doing because she's poorly with it. So, my dad goes to my grandma's on the Friday. So, in-laws are not having the kids, which I totally understand because they've been around COVID. And the in-laws have already had it as well. And in-laws look after my brother-in-law's grandma, who's fragile. So this is my reasoning behind. So my dad was like, just thinking out loud kind of thing, and he was just like, your sister's like, oh, she could understand why these in-laws aren't having the kids, but she's really struggling to do with not having the kids. I'm like, no. She was like, I was thinking about going after going to see your grandma. Like, and then he just said, I didn't even say anything, I was just like, and he goes, but if I go and see them, I can't come back in. I'm like, no, you can't. No. Because if we're in lockdown, she'd have had to cope. We weren't in lockdown for pretty much nearly 2 years for nothing. But no, you can't come back here. And I said to him, straight a message when he was at my grandma's yesterday, and I said, I don't want you, and yet this might be being overprotected, but I've got to look after myself. No one else is going to look after me. So I said to her, I don't want you going to my sister's or seeing my sister, because going to my sister's until she's got a negative test result, which I think I am quite in my right mind to do so. And he goes, what if she's still positive but I go and see her in the park and do social distancing? No, because she's got 2 kids that if it gets passed on to them, they will know how to do social distancing. It's better to say no contact. 1 week is not going to hurt. How about helping me out for 1 week? And this isn't the reason why I'm doing it. But have a week where you don't see them. Where you do stuff to help here. Or do stuff to help me out. Or just have a line, because you're 65 now. With asthma. It's not going to harm you. Your grandkids aren't going to forget who you are. So I don't think he's best impressed with me. And the fact that I messed up with my days, so I don't even know what days they were. Milkman comes Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday. And my dad completely forgot to get the milk in. And okay, he didn't leave the house Thursday. But yesterday he did. He walked past a pint bottle of milk and didn't see it, didn't bring it in. Now this is like the first time it's been left like 24 hours. It was just like, you want to rush off Dad to help my sister out, but you can't do stuff in this house or for the person that put a roof over your head. They ain't got room for you to stay there. I know if they did, he'd be there in the shop. They wouldn't, honestly, he wouldn't be able to cope there. So yeah. I don't know if he'd actually, I stayed downstairs and watched cricket with him yesterday, but he mentioned about the milk and apologised for that, but never mentioned about. But I was talking to my friend about it, and I was like, she's like, he's got to protect you, Liv, because I got diagnosed with fibro during the lockdown. But my friend who's got that as well as other conditions, she was put on the shielded list. So there's a high possibility, even she said to me, if you got diagnosed early, you'd have been on the shielded list. And even the doctor says you're medically vulnerable. So it's like, you're not on the this was in like the second just coming out of the second lockdown. He was like, it's a hard one. But also my grandma's 95. She don't know what's going on in the outside world at all. But he sees her once a week. So even though he's had all the boosters, the jabs and stuff, so's my sister. So have I. Means nothing. So, yeah. It's all up in the air at the moment. He's going off to play cricket today. And I'm going to do a makeup look. And, yeah. I'm knackered. I'm still tired. Can't cope. I'm hoping. I was just about to go to the bathroom, but he decided to go. Why do people make things so difficult? So yeah. Rock and roll weekends.